Lakers trade buzz. Andrew Wiggins to LA. Hachimura's future in question. The Los Angeles Lakers 2024-25 season, which began with sky-high expectations following the acquisition of Luka Doncic to pair with LeBron James, ended in a first-round playoff exit at the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Despite boasting a formidable superstar duo, the Lakers failed to secure a 50-win regular season, and their early playoff departure has underscored the urgent need for significant roster retooling. With a high-powered offense not translating into postseason success, the calls for the Lakers to acquire players who can elevate their performance when it matters most have grown louder. This has put existing player contracts under the microscope. ESPN's Bobby Marks recently highlighted Rui Hachimura's expiring $18.3 million contract as a key piece the Lakers might need to leverage in the pursuit of roster upgrades. Following this report on Hachimura's uncertain future in Los Angeles, Jovan Boy of The Athletic has thrown another name into the trade rumor mill: Miami Heat forward Andrew Wiggins. Boy discussed a potential trade scenario that would see Hachimura head to Miami in exchange for the former Golden State Warrior. "I like that trade." Boy commented on a hypothetical deal sending Hachimura to the Heat for Wiggins. "I know Wiggins has been a popular guy on Lakers Twitter. He's somebody that, I think among the realistic options, would check a lot of boxes for the Lakers. Wiggins certainly brings an intriguing profile to the table. He's an NBA champion with Golden State in 2022 and a former All-Star also in 2022. The former number 1 overall pick, who was traded from Golden State to Miami in February of the 2024-25 season, averaged 18.0 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game during that campaign, shooting 44.8% from the field and a respectable 37.4% from three-point range. His skill set, particularly his two-way ability as a wing player, could be highly valuable. Wiggins offers solid perimeter defense, athletic scoring, and crucial playoff experience, all attributes that align perfectly with the Lakers' stated priority of building a more balanced, playoff-ready roster heading into the 2025-26 season. However, acquiring Wiggins isn't without its complexities. The primary hurdle is financial. Wiggins is set to have a $28.2 million cap hit next season and hold a player option for the 2026-27 season, meaning he could potentially become a free agent in 2 years. This salary figure would require careful management by the Lakers front office. If such a trade were to materialize, it would signal a clear intent from the Lakers to add proven, versatile wing talent around James and Doncic. The exchange of Hachimura for Wiggins would represent a shift towards a player with a more established track record in high-stakes games, potentially providing the defensive tenacity and consistent scoring punch the Lakers felt they lacked in their recent playoff defeat. The question for the Lakers management will be whether Wiggins' potential contributions and championship pedigree outweigh the financial commitment and the departure of Hachimura. As the offseason progresses, this is certainly a trade scenario to watch. Lakers' offseason strategy: prioritizing Brook Lopez over a costly Walker Kessler trade. The 2025 NBA offseason is set to be a pivotal one for the Los Angeles Lakers, and one thing is virtually guaranteed: they will be acquiring a big man. This isn't just a preference, it's a necessity. After trading Anthony Davis as part of the package to acquire Luka Doncic, a move the article states they'd make 12 times out of 10, and subsequently backing out a trade for Charlotte Hornets center Mark Williams, team president Rob Pelinka has acknowledged a glaring vacancy at the 5 spot. While several avenues exist to address this need, the article argues that some paths are far more prudent than others. A straightforward and potentially effective solution would be to lure former Laker Brook Lopez back to Los Angeles via free agency. This seems plausible, as Matt Moore of Hardwood Paroxysm noted that most everyone I've spoken to assume Brook Lopez is gone from the Milwaukee Bucks, who have larger concerns to address. Conversely, reigniting interest in young Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler presents a trickier proposition. Acquiring Kessler would necessitate a trade, and deal with the Jazz is rarely a budget-friendly endeavor. The article posits that if the Lakers could have afforded Kessler previously, he likely would already be in Los Angeles. The sticking point, as highlighted by the Athletic's Jovan Boy, is Utah's consistently high asking price. Boy mentioned that when the Lakers inquired about Kessler last season, The starting price, not the final price, was the equivalent of 2+ first-round picks. Meeting or even approaching such a steep price would effectively deplete the Lakers' non-Austin Reeves trade assets. Their available capital includes a 2031 first-rounder, future pick swaps, a single second-rounder, 2024 first-round pick Dalton Connect, and expiring contracts like those of Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and Maxi Kleber. Therefore, even if the Lakers could land Kessler, it would likely be their only significant move on the trade market. While his elite rim protection and interior finishing would be beneficial, the team is arguably more than just a starting caliber center away from true championship contention next season. Perimeter defense and overall depth will remain significant concerns, leaving them an imperfect team. Signing Brook Lopez, on the other hand, offers a different strategic advantage. It will allow the Lakers to address their center need without forfeiting the opportunity to make other crucial upgrades. While Lopez, at 37, might attract interest from other win-now teams with center needs, it's unlikely to spark an overwhelming bidding war. He was never the most agile player and is now primarily a complementary scorer and rebounder. He's also not the anti-gravity lob crusher that might ideally pair with Doncic. However, Lopez brings other valuable attributes. His proven ability to stretch the floor, averaging at least 1.4 three-pointers per game for 9 consecutive years, with a 35.4% conversion rate during that stretch, would create valuable spacing for Doncic and LeBron James. Defensively, he remains a stingy paint protector. This past season, opponents shot 5.4 percentage points worse against him on attempts within 6 feet of the basket. While not an all-purpose defensive stopper, he can still effectively anchor the backline. The core argument isn't simply that Lopez is better than Kessler in a vacuum. In that isolated comparison, Kessler's youth and defensive potential would likely give him the edge. Instead, the crucial factor is the optionality, or lack thereof, attached to each pursuit. The article concludes that if the Lakers can sign Lopez and then use their remaining assets and cap flexibility to acquire another athletic wing defender or two and bolster their bench, it would constitute a far more productive and holistic offseason than solely swinging a costly, asset-depleting trade for Walker Kessler. This approach would address multiple weaknesses and provide a more well-rounded roster to support their superstars.